company, obviously. It's Watch Us Move. And I want a moment of silence for how good the billboard was earlier with my little segue talking about. Never mind. Just
no one heard
no, they're like, what are you talking about? No, so yeah, moving company. But as always, we like to get to know our guests. So thank you for being with us.
Appreciate you having me on, John.
Yeah, thank you. So a little bit about your background for those that don't know. Were you born here in Yuma or?
No, I was actually born in California.
California? Okay,
yeah,
where in Cali?
Riverside, California.
Riverside, okay. Could be a little rough over there in Riverside. Were you on the rough side?
From what I understand, I mean, I was really young, but
young?
when my parents told me it was getting rough, so we had to get on out of there.
Yeah. So I love that whole Inland Empire area, you know, because it is rough. The first time I was there, I was like, what am I doing? I was there with church. I was there with like a church thing. We used to do these like plays and events and stuff like that, like an outreach thing. And they would just drop us off and like, you go knock on these doors and invite them out. We're going to be at this park. And I'm like, you know, this white kid from Yuma at 15, like, wow, I was raised in Okietown, but I wasn't ready for this, you know. I'm in Riverside, like, okay, all right.
Fighting
like,
for your life.
Hey, come out. We're going to have a drama over here. But anyway, so you were there for how long?
We were there until I was 5. And, and the other reason why we had to leave.
Because you got in the gangs at 5. No.
I was a
you were like,
baby.
What?
No, yeah. We ended up moving to Yuma. We had family over here stationed at MCAS. But I also grew up with severe asthma. And so my parents thought that it would be best to take me out of that environment and into this kind of cleaner air from what they understood, not knowing that this was a huge agriculture town.
And like we're literally surrounded by dirt.
But hold on.
Kind of worse.
No, but everybody says to move here for your lungs. Like that's still a thing, even though we're around ag.
I don't believe that.
No, it's not true.
You don't believe it?
I don't believe it.
Okay, I'm going to ChatGPT this right now.
He's going to fact check. Hey, that's Talon's job.
Yeah, okay. Talon, get on ChatGPT and find out if Yuma is good for breathing purposes.
I live with
clean air.
My husband sneezes 24/7 all day.
We're talking about asthma, not sneezing. I sneeze every day.
No, his is bad. Like he needs help.
So and then Talon, and then turn your mic on and let us know if Yuma is good for air, air pollution,
lungs,
all that stuff.
Asthma.
Yeah, for your lungs.
I spoke to a respiratory therapist, and they said that this is one of the worst places.
Really?
Because of all the agriculture and the stuff in the air.
I'm not going to pick a side. I've always heard that people move here because of that. Yeah. Well, and I do know, like elevation wise too, we're a good place. So then you know you don't want to be if we have
busting
asthma.
That myth today.
Yeah. So Talon's going to find out, and he's going to turn his mic on and interrupt us as soon as he finds out. Did you find out yet? Okay. What is it, Talon?
Basically, that it says that overall Yuma has moderate air quality conditions, and it's not perfect for breathing, especially if you have respiratory sensitivities. But for many folks, it's acceptable.
Okay, so that's kind of in the middle.
So that's like a political answer. That's like in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm siding with Chris.
We're an agriculture place, so like we do stir up the dirt a lot. And
So wow.
Yeah, depending.
So don't move here. Then.
Johnny's sad.
No, I'm not sad. I've always heard that, so I wanted to know. Like I didn't really have a.
So you moved here at 5. Your asthma got worse, and then what happened?
So my parents said, "Hey, it was rough for a little while. I was in the hospital quite a bit, and I just got sick of being the sick kid.
Yeah.
I was tired of being recognized as a sick kid. My father put me and my brother both in the martial arts, and I took it seriously. So the deep breathing, the meditations, and what I learned was that we can forge ourselves, and we can train ourselves to be as strong as we want. So I ended up becoming, better and faster and stronger.
So how old are you at this point when you're in martial arts? And then if you could let us know what school you went to.
So a lot of it, we started off in the Taekwondo, and then there were a couple.
Mr. Cobb, or
it was Mr. Cobb.
Yeah, Mr. Cobb.
Yes, there was a kung fu teacher here. Then he taught me out of the backyard, and it was great.
Was it Grandmaster?
It was Grandmaster.
Wow, we talked about him before.
Yeah, Grandmaster. So Grandmaster, he was the kung fu guy, and then you had Mr. Cobb, who was the Taekwondo guy.
Whoa.
Yep. Yeah. So that's pretty cool. So you did both for a while?
I did.
Yeah. Okay. Grandmaster is a character.
He is.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. I think that comes with anybody who is delve that deep into self-expression. I think that's just kind of what happens.
Oh yeah. I love him. I absolutely love Grandmaster. I took my son to one of his teaching. He used to be right up the street over there on 24th Street and 4th Avenue, and it was pretty cool. So there's a bunch of little kids, and they're probably maybe second grade, and he's like, "What you gonna do if somebody comes up to you with a gun and puts a gun to your head?" You know,
They're all crying.
and they're like, "What? I don't know. Why are they gonna put a gun?"
Why would I think about that?
I was like, "Yes, son. What are you gonna do?" You know, but
He scared the
Grandmaster,
children.
if you know Grandmaster, he's great. You can find him maybe in a park doing some kung fu now. Seriously.
Scaring kids still
Yeah,
today.
and so asking kids what they're going to do with a gun. So you're doing that. You find an affinity with martial arts.
It became a way of life. It was more than just, you know, the training and the physical. It became the philosophy. It was Bruce Lee. It was.
I love Bruce
Yeah,
Lee.
become water.
Yeah, become water. Yeah.
My dad loved
Yep.
Bruce Lee.
Yep.
He was so great. So did this help your asthma?
It helped everything. It
Oh,
really
nice.
gave me a sense for who I was, and not to say that I obviously you still, you know, growing up you still struggle with finding yourself
Sure.
and doing that, but it gave me a basis, it gave me a ground, it gave me a sense of confidence, and so yes, it was a big part of my
That's
life that I
neat.
still hold today.
Do you
Mhm.
teach the boys? I know you have 3 boys, right?
Yes,
Do you
I
teach
do.
them?
Christopher, my oldest,
Yeah.
he is phenomenal.
Ooh.
He can mimic everything,
Mhm.
and he can hit hard, and it's just and his
Can knock
confidence.
you out.
How old is he?
He's 16.
16.
Yes, yes.
Our
but,
sons are like best friends.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, anyways, he can knock you out today.
he's getting there.
kidding.
He's getting close.
And
but
the
I'm proud
baby's
of him for
won.
it. And the
You
baby,
teaching him
the
martial
baby-
arts already?
So you're kind of like me then. I have
Yeah.
a 16-year-old and a 1-year-old.
And what's the middle
Yeah,
one's age?
and my middle one
10
is
years old.
my middle one's 12.
Wow.
Yeah,
So-
we're about the same.
Yeah,
age.
yeah, pretty much. I just
We're in
I
the
got
same
old-
mind space.
Yeah, I got older and said, why not start all over again? You know, but I love Emma Gray. She's the absolute
Aw.
best. Spent all day yesterday with her.
Good.
Yeah. But okay, so martial arts is helping you. You said not just the asthma; it's helping you with the mindset.
Absolutely.
Explain a little bit.
Well, as far as the mindset goes, it's kind of like we just said about being like water and not really being rigid into one form and being
Mm.
able to adjust to situations and not letting them identify you and not getting stuck in the character, not getting stuck in the ego, not getting stuck in saying this is who you are, where, you know, we're flowing all the time. Each day
Yeah.
is different.
Yes.
It's being present. It's
Being present, okay.
Being present, being right here in the moment.
Yeah.
And like we said about the Grandmaster,
Mhm.
anything that has to do with that self-expression, and we're talking about the arts in general. It could be a
Mm.
painter, it can be an artist, it can be a writer, it could be a dancer.
Mhm.
The thing that's beautiful about the arts, about the music, is that when you're in it, you're not thinking about the future of it or the beginning of it.
Yeah.
When you're in the middle of the song,
You're dancing.
you're dancing. You're not thinking, oh, that was a beautiful piece. That was great how the song started. When you're in the middle of the song, you're in the middle of
Yeah.
the song. And that's the same with any kind of art. And so that's
Hmm.
for me, the martial arts kind of
It became
opened
that.
It became that. I'm in this moment right now.
Mm-hmm.
I
And
like
not
that.
thinking about the, you know, what it's going to be or where it was. This is where I am now.
Okay, and so that's helping your mindset. That's helping you get forward and, you know, deal with it, because you said, you know, I don't want to be known as this sick kid. I don't want
Yeah.
to be known as this. So it's kind of giving you some identity, even though a lot of martial arts and what you were saying
Mhm.
is a lot of Buddhist philosophies, right? I don't know if you know much about that, but that's where it comes from.
Right.
Like, you don't identify with anything, right? You don't let anything own you. That's where, like, Bruce Lee's talking about become like water, right? Like any situation that you're in that you could adapt to, right? And then I learned that through study Buddhism, is that you don't let anything define you.
That's exactly
You
it.
don't hold to anything. Your ego wants to hold to things, but once you do that, you lose so much more.
Yeah.
Exactly. I think every spiritual teaching at its core is trying to teach the exact same thing.
Yeah.
To not have the attachment, to not be identified, and to be present in this moment. The purpose of this is to grow, not to
Get what you want. Well,
Exactly.
I say too, like, I'm not married to any outcomes. Like,
Exactly.
just see what happens. But
Exactly.
be in the moment, and then when that happens, it'll happen. But you don't even know what's going to happen.
everything is happening the way it should. And,
Yeah.
and in every spiritual teaching and in Christianity, they
Mhm.
teach, you know, everything is according to God's will.
Yeah.
Everything is for a reason. Everything is for your betterment, even if it's hard.
Mhm.
What are you supposed to learn in
Yeah.
this moment right now?
Yeah,
That's right.
absolutely. So we're going to take a quick break, and we're going to kind of dive into like how that's helped you practically through your different occupations and how you ended up with Watch Us Move.
Awesome.
All right, we're going to do that on the other side of the break. You're listening to What's Up Yuma right here on 94.7 KOFA Border Radio.
North End Artists Cooperative presents its North End Art Walk on Saturday, November 22nd from 10 to 3 on Yuma's Main Street. Celebrating Yuma's vibrant art scene, over 60 local artists will showcase their work, including visual, 3D, and wearable art. More details are available at Yuma North End Art Walk on Instagram.
Cooling but still mild temperatures in the forecast for Flagstaff today, as it's partly sunny with a high near 69 degrees. Winds out of the west at 5 to 9 miles per hour, could gust up to 15 miles per hour. Patchy smoke before 8 p.m. this evening, then cloudy with a low of 35. In Prescott, it's partly sunny with a high of 71, cloudy in the evening with a low of 45. In Kingman, it's partly sunny with a high of 78 degrees and a low of 56. In Yuma, it's partly sunny with a high of 89 degrees, cloudy in the evening with a low of 62.
Hi, this is Kevin Cubbins. I'm one of your hosts on Beale Street Caravan. Next time on the program, we'll have the international sounds of Yemen blues. Guy Davis will also be returning with another educational segment on the pioneers and innovators enshrined in the Blues Hall of Fame. That's all coming up next time on Beale Street Caravan.
Thursday evening at 7 on KOFA, Border Radio 94.7 FM.
What's up, Yuma? Welcome back to What's Up, Yuma Radio. We are here talking to Chris from Watch Us Move. And so we talked a little bit about your mindset and how that's helped you when you were younger. Then let's talk about how it helped you in developing a career now. How did that happen? Because you've kind of went from a few different vocations, right? I think I was listening to you and Ronnie talk. You were in law enforcement for a little bit. Is that like your first love? Is that what you wanted to do?
I thought it was going to be.
Okay.
At 18, I ended up going into the sheriff's department at the detention center.
Okay.
And you learn a lot there. You see a lot and you grow a lot. But I think in the beginning, I still felt like I had yet to prove myself strong enough. So for the academy and any academy that I went through, and I went through 3, I always felt like I had to prove myself, because forever I was the sick kid that couldn't do it. So when they said, hey, who wants to do the obstacle course first, or who wants to do the gun range first, I felt like I had to prove myself.
Yeah.
And so I did it. And so I think that's a lot of the reason why I went into it. And it shaped me in a lot of ways. I learned how to deal with a lot. I had a lot of great mentors in that time. Did the sheriff's department or did the detention center. I decided I wanted to go LAPD. So I moved to LA with my grandmother.
Well, can I ask you why?
Why?
Why LAPD?
I wanted again, still feeling like I needed to
Proving
prove
yourself.
myself.
You had to be a part of the big department.
I felt like, let me do it. Like, let me get in the thick of it. Let me get where it's bad.
Yeah.
And see if I can hang, see if I can actually handle.
But then you found out you're having a baby.
Exactly. I ended up getting a phone call that I have a son on the way, or I have a child on the way. So the ethical, the right thing to do in my heart was to come back.
Yeah.
And to be there for my son. And it's been one of the greatest decisions.
So you were in LA for a little bit?
Yeah, for about, I would say, maybe 8 or 9 months.
8 or 9 months, and then you get the call. You're about to be a dad. Your first child?
My first son.
First child, and so you come back to Yuma, and did you try to get into law enforcement here?
I applied to do the Border Patrol. I applied, and there was an open position at the Marine Corps Police Department, and I ended up going with the Marine Corps Police Department for a little while.
Okay.
Once I was there, it just got tiresome. I realized that it wasn't quite me. It's not what I wanted. It wasn't it. And I realized that I started to, follow Tony Robbins and all these, influencers, these people that, Jim Rohn. And I loved the way they spoke. I loved the way they were able to influence the masses. I loved the way that they were able to take somebody who had a dim in their eyes, and then all of a sudden there was light in their eyes. Yeah. I wanted that.
Tony Robbins probably the best example of that in the world, right? Like I have a friend that went to one of his things, and then he believed everything he said and opened up a gym in Thailand, and then he's like a millionaire now. Like after one thing, and it was just a dude from here in Yuma.
Yeah.
It's just
it was just a mindset. Seriously,
it's
like
just kind of lights that fire in you, though.
Yeah.
It's like, what the heck? Like, how did you do this? It's like, I just believed Tony, and then I would go to all the Tony's events.
I just listened to Tony.
That's
so
it.
I do his priming exercise every morning.
Do you?
It's 12 minutes and it's amazing. I've been doing it for a few months now.
Oh, okay.
And it just gets you in the right frame of mind, like breathing and then gratitude and then thinking of 3 goals that you have that you need to thrive, but they've already happened. That's the key.
That's the key.
Like, oh, I'm
Already
already at that job, and feel it.
Exactly. And feel it.
It's manifesting.
Feeling it and manifesting. Yes.
Oh, wow. We're talking about feeling. We could go on a whole
We
thing.
can't. I'm getting excited. Like,
No, so Neville Goddard is one you need to look into. You know Neville Goddard?
I do.
Are you? Oh, wow.
Oh, we're
Because-
there. We're on the same
Oh
page.
man! So Neville Goddard, if you're looking, feeling is the secret. That's his book. Feeling is the
yeah.
secret. So it's like he's like, okay, and I'm gonna go on it. I'm gonna
well, it's
do
like
it right
Wayne
now.
Dyer too. He says the
Well,
same
Wayne
stuff.
Dyer got it from
Yeah,
Neville
exactly.
Goddard.
Yeah.
That's where he got it from. He's like, okay, not only do you imagine it, do
Yeah.
you believe it, you feel it.
Exactly.
You feel that you're already there.
That's right.
Check this out, John.
Right.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Naturally, okay,
Mic
as
drop.
men, we can see things. We're the visionaries. Women are more of
The feeling.
Yeah.
and that is why the union is so important.
Oh.
I'm the manifester
Yeah.
between me and
Right?
Bo. No, really. Like I've said, the radio, the newspaper, I make it happen. Because I already see it happening. Now he's a different type of manifester, but I'm like, bring all the goods to the family.
Mhm. Yeah, that's the feeling
Yeah.
part of it there. And
Exactly.
so 2 people join together in that right space. That's how things can create.
Yep.
Now as individuals, we can do both, but as a fail safe, the 2 people
Yeah.
having each one stronger naturally.
strong.
Exactly.
Oh, that's absolutely correct. And having that union, like you
Mhm.
said, it's very important who you have as your partner to
Yeah.
have that union.
Yeah, you
You-
got to be in sync.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
definitely do. And I just want to say with Ronnie, like
Yeah.
literally manifesting all of this right here. Because I'll be honest, I got pushback, a lot of pushback. Who's Ronnie? Why'd you
Yeah.
get her on there? Like, who is this girl? She was unknown.
Mhm.
And I had to push back. And it's like, hey, this is God. I can't do anything. Like, I know, like
Mhm.
when I started, somebody gave me a chance.
Exactly.
And so if she wants a chance, I'm going to let her have a chance,
Yeah.
even though I got pushback about it. And then like, look, and it's all worked out. So manifesting and having that belief is definitely a very, very big part of going anywhere that you want to go as a
Yes.
goal.
But you
Yeah.
said a very important thing right there, and that goes back to what we were talking about, not having the attachment.
Mhm.
You said this is God.
Mm-hmm.
And we need to realize that very, very few times are we actually in control of any of this.
Yeah.
Mhm.
no,
We didn't think
we're
about
not in
tying our
any.
shoes.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
it's autopilot. You don't
Yeah.
think about moving food around in your mouth when you're chewing. It's autopilot. Who's doing that? Who's controlling it?
Yeah.
Who's
Mhm.
beating your heart right now? There is so much. We like to think that we're in control of things. We're really not.
No, I
Just gotta let it
love
go.
that, man. So let's try to get back on
Okay.
track. We have a little bit.
To your moving company.
So then when I knew you, I think originally when I first saw you here in Yuma, because you do have a way about you, so you're noticeable. It was at I think a copy machine place
Mhm.
or something like that. Is that the first thing? And you were part of the chamber or something when I first saw you. Tell how we got to that part.
I ended up becoming a sales manager for Yuma office equipment.
There you go.
Mm.
And Dan showed me a lot. He actually is the one that got me into the business world, because as a copier salesman, I'm going in. It wasn't just sales from normal down the street neighborhood. I'm dealing with business to business. I'm dealing
Mhm.
with business owners, and that taught me a lot. Going from business to business and learning how to spark a big deal. And in fact, the college was one of my biggest deals over there at Yuma.
Here,
office
where we're
equipment.
at.
Yep. So every copier that's on the campus was
Yeah.
the deal that it took me 2.5 years to get.
Whoa.
But that took
Wow, the tenacity right
Yeah,
there.
I know.
tenacity.
Don't give up.
Don't give up. But see, through that,
Uh-huh.
the payout from that allowed me to buy my house, allowed me to do
nice.
everything. It took me 2.5 years, no pay from that. And I was closing other deals, of course, but when I got that deal, it was enough to set me forward.
And you just didn't
Wow.
stop. You
Just
just
didn't
trusted the
stop.
process.
That's
This
it.
is the goal. It's
That's
going to
it.
happen when it's supposed to happen.
It's like
There you
that's
go.
it.
Acceptance is key.
How long were you there for?
I think about 6 years.
Oh.
6 years, and then the next kind of, or I don't know what time it was, but you were also at my previous
I
employer.
was.
Which
The El Dorado Broadcasters.
Oh.
You were a salesman there. So how'd that come to be?
So I had tried my hand at a business and it didn't quite go as well. So I prayed, and I needed a job. I needed to be able to put food on the table. And I heard a radio ad right at that moment. And just like we've been saying before, I listened. So I went and I took that job, and it was tough. It didn't pay nearly as much as I needed it to. It was bad, but I'm grateful for it, because it then put me in front of the owner of the Mayflower Moving Company at the time.
Oh,
And
nice.
their sales rep was just retiring, and she said, "You are phenomenal. I would love you to work for us."
So she stole you.
She stole.
Wow, that's great. Well, no, that's perfect because hey, it's not
better
just
anyway,
selling. Like if
probably.
they're not
Yeah.
paying you what you're worth, you got to move on, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So you moved to the Mayflower.
I moved to the Mayflower. I had a phenomenal year.
Okay.
We did extremely well, and then she had asked me to put something together on the side because just to help us to make more money. I put it together, and she got cold feet and said, "Hey, we're not going to do this anymore.
Yeah.
Sign this non-compete or you're fired."
Oh
And
wow.
I had a decision to make.
Yeah.
I either go with my faith and go with what I've created,
Mhm.
because I was loyal. I didn't want to do anything,
to
behind
burn
her back.
bridges.
No,
Yeah.
but she'd asked me to put this together.
Yeah.
So I did.
She didn't
and
do it. Yeah.
no.
So
and,
then
and
you
here's
took
the crazy thing. I took it.
Yeah.
The next thing is, how was I going to fund this? I was still struggling.
Mm-hmm.
Almost immediately after, I had a buddy of mine who works for Date Pack, a large packing company here,
Mm-hmm.
and they were looking for a moving company. And we were just speaking, and he said, "Hey, we're looking for movers. I heard you just opened one up. We're not even going to put a bid out there. Go ahead and take it."
Wow.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I love that.
That came the same week I got let go.
Wow.
And that the money
Jeez.
that we were able to make
Mm-hmm.
from that, and mind you, I only had a truck and a trailer.
Mm-hmm.
The money that we made from that one deal helped to catapult us to where we are now.
So where are you
Wow.
now? How many trucks do you have?
Well,
what do you got?
My own personally, I have one.
Okay.
But we have done so much. We've been now in business 5 years,
Mhm.
and by the grace of God, we've had some tough times.
Yeah.
And I've had to grow a lot.
Yeah.
God had to humble me down quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
But we're doing extremely well. If you look up moving companies in Yuma, we show up.
You're always number one.
We show up first.
So I just want to know real fast, what is the craziest thing you've moved?
The craziest thing that we've moved?
Or the biggest?
The biggest. Well, when the swap meet was closed down,
Okay.
the Border Patrol had bought
Yeah.
the swap meet. We
Oh.
moved that. We moved everything.
Oh,
out of the
wow.
swap
Whoa.
meet. Yes, we did. And that was a big task. And all of those picnic benches, we needed forklifts, flatbeds.
Wow.
And the beautiful thing at the time, I realized that nobody in town would have been able to handle it. And then I looked at what we were doing and said, but we're doing it.
Mhm.
Wow, very cool mindset because I would look at
Yeah.
that and be
Like,
overwhelmed.
whoa, yeah. And you're helping people, you're taking stress off people. You're like, let me just handle it. Is that why you like doing this?
I think that's a big part of it. To me, what I believe is this: moving is a big decision because you don't let anybody into your house that you don't trust.
Sure.
Anybody that comes in your house is a friend or a family. Now all of a sudden you're going to let strangers come in and handle everything that you have.
Mhm.
And not only that, they have to be physically adept to work for 6 to 8 hours.
Yeah.
Most people don't go to the gym for more than an hour. You
Half
need
hour.
these guys. So right, a half hour. They need to be skillful. They need to be respectable.
Yep.
They need to not ding any doors. It's a huge ask.
Yeah.
So I believe that's a big decision, and we have to respect that. So all the men are yes sir, no sir, yes ma'am, no ma'am,
Yeah.
and they respect every customer that we walk into.
Amazing.
So how do people find out more information about your company?
You can find us online at www.watchusmoveaz.com, or look us up on Facebook or Instagram, or just look up Movers in Yuma, and we'll be there.
Yeah,
on
you'll be
first.
there. Yeah, you'll be there.
Yeet.
So thank you so much for coming on. Hopefully I'll see you November 22nd and we get our tables next to each
Oh
other
yeah,
again.
like last fight.
Yeah, are you going to be there?
Yes, we are.
Yeah, the
Yes, we
Yuma
are.
Fight League
Yes.
number 7. So that's going to be fun. That was Ronnie's first time.
Yeah. It was a great fight.
Awesome.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
thank
those
you
are
again.
coming up.
Yeah, it's coming up. It's going to be really excited. So thank you so much, and congratulations all you
Yes.
do, and your mindset that's seeing
Keep
you
it.
through all of it. We're going to talk more, about that, just me and you. I appreciate that. And with
I'm
that,
not invited.
no, Ronnie could show up. No, I'm just kidding. All right. What's Up Yuma Radio is a production of KAWC, Colorado River Public Media. We broadcast from the studios in the Matador Activity Center at Arizona Western College in Yuma. We want to thank our engineer, Talon Gonzalez, for coming in with that fact check earlier, along with Anthony Ornelas, Juan Garcia, Dave Reek, and Cecilia.
And you can find out more about KAWC at kawc.org, on Facebook at KAWC Radio, and on the KAWC app. And stay tuned following our program for KOFA Midday Music.
And on tomorrow's program, we're going to have Esteban. Is that what it is? Esteban. He's a city councilman over in San Luis, as well as Joanne Pfizer, who's from the Yuma County Anti-Drug Coalition.
And you can listen to the podcast version of our program and check out past episodes at kawc.org/podcast/What's Up Yuma Radio and email us at whatsupyumaradio@gmail.com.
All right. And I'm going to try to be like water for the rest of the day
Let's just
today.
flow.
Like just.
Ooh, Bruce Lee said to flow.
What's Up Yuma with Johnny Porter is sponsored by Yuma and Imperial Valley Wealth Management, offering solutions for those who value financial planning. YIVWM.com.